Yeah, man, but you're tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God and Sam, man. Going in today, kicking off the week on this Monday. Sam, man, I want to throw a little monkey wrench in this because I got this story I just came across here. 1 second, it must have disappeared on me, but I'll pull it. No, here it is right here. We were talking about R.Kelly last week, and we were talking about, a sex tape that came out allegedly that was in the hands of an attorney. He turns it over to the prosecution. Well, right now, the same lawyer, Michael Avenatti, confirmed that a third R.Kelly sex tape with an underage girl is now in the hands of law enforcement. So it says, he says, here's his quote: "We become aware of the existence of a third tape that allegedly shows further acts of sexual abuse of an underage girl by R. Kelly. We are presently working to recover and turn over this tape to law enforcement." Sam, man, what do you think about this story? Just dropping a few minutes ago, just popped up here on the screen for me. And we also know that that the grand jury is now looking in and maybe bringing up charges, maybe with R. Kelly real soon here. What do you think about this new development, a third tape?
Well, it looks like they are going to bring up charges. That looks very, very possible. And honestly, the next time we spoke about R. Kelly, I was getting ready to talk about him being locked up and being arrested, because that's where it looks like it's going.
I think so.
Yeah, it's getting heavy. It's getting deep. I'm reading a lot of different articles, and a lot of different people in a lot of high areas are thinking that the cops and everything have enough evidence to go ahead and make their move. That just, it's not about if, it's about when. So they have everything in line. The ducks are in order. They're about to go after R. Kelly. So
should he run?
Whoa, should he run?
Should he leave at this point?
No, he shouldn't leave.
Think he should stand and fight?
Stand and fight, or deal with your consequences like a man. You sitting on tape with underage females doing wild shit, man. Allegedly. You got to meet your maker. Right. Allegedly right now. Absolutely. Keep it like that. Absolutely. Allegedly right now. If it is true and those tapes are indeed accurate and you are sitting there, man, you got to go ahead and take that.
Now, a lot of people, were, not defending R. Kelly, but looking at the evidence, and mainly when it said the VHS tape, a lot of people started kind of just laughing at that. It's like, how old is this video? You know what I mean? It's not going to be enough evidence, to get this guy. This is just another story, false story that's out there. Definitely credible. The lawyers definitely turn it over to the police, these videotapes, but enough evidence, to bring him down. It is kind of looking like that now. Now you say a third tape, and because last week we were just talking about one. Now, it's more and more starting to come out on him. I don't think he'll run. I think he'll fight it. And the older it is, I think the better chance he has of beating it again.
Well, there's a lot coming out now back from 2008 that it was some paying off going on and some real shady activity going on in why he even got off in that case. And we're going to dig further and give you more accurate information as the story continues, because there's going to be a lot more R. Kelly. It looks like the situation is heating up. Alleged tapes right now, we really can't speculate too deep. If they're anything like that first one, like I said on last week's show, I don't see him getting out of this again. I don't see him getting put on trial for another sexual assault case after everything that went on with the Lifetime series and the tape prior to this in 2008. And now if they have two more tapes or however many tapes, I think this is more along the line, even with an OJ, where you got away from us once. I don't give a fuck what you did this time. We're making an example.
It may be a chance that he runs. You know what I mean? It may be a chance that he, go to some non-extradition because it's like, country, because, the walls are closing in. And if we know that we're saying that the arrest is imminent, I'm pretty sure that, his lawyer or whoever is around him, like, yo, this is getting hot. You could end up, being locked up. You know what I mean?
If he runs, is he guilty?
Not always. I mean, you can assume that, but that doesn't mean you could just be scared of prosecution. What if you were in a situation where, you didn't do something, not saying he didn't, but you didn't do something and, the law is about to close in on you, you know what I'm saying? And, you didn't do it. Would you run, or would you, say, turn yourself in? So that's, I'm not, saying that he's innocent by any means, but some people have ran before. I think Russell Simmons, didn't he leave?
I'm about to say, damn, you consider that running? Yeah, he might have. He dipped off. He went some different country.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was considered him running off. That's funny as hell. I was going to ask you, have you ever seen anything like this in history where a high profile celebrity of this nature and a case like this has taken the fuck off and just went?
I think so. I think, like I said, the audience will definitely correct us. If I'm not mistaken, Russell Simmons went to, I forget the country he went to, but I'm sure the information.
So this was
available.
recent. Russell Simmons got hit up in 2018. So I mean, what, he dipped off and just they consider him
we can
running?
look it up. Definitely.
Wow,
definitely, yeah.
I know he was talking about Macy's and how Macy's did a lot of the black manufacturers, distributors, when they went and bought their products and cut it in half and really killed a lot of the fat farms and the FUBUs and things like that. And I know I was talking about that on the on Viral, and a lot of people were talking about, oh, you showing your face again and things like that. And I thought that was interesting, but
right,
I didn't think he ran. Damn,
right,
that's pretty wild.
Yeah, if you get a chance, you know what I mean. Information should definitely be on Google.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up now. But to talk about R. Kelly, I don't think he's gonna run. I think the walls are closing in on R. Kelly, and we've been talking about this shit for a year now, since Jocelyn Savage and her dad came out in the beginning of in the beginning of the podcast, and we just had to wait and see. We were saying that like this the sex cult thing and women of age, but we know R. Kelly's history, and then we see the Lifetime, that whole spectacle, and now if they got tapes, man, it doesn't look good for R. Kelly, and he may be doing some serious time. And we've seen Bill Cosby do it. We're not seeing a lot of the other high prominent white celebrities really going through anything serious, but that remains to be seen.
And I'm just pulling up this article. It's a few articles actually. Looks like Russell Simmons is fleeing the country to escape rape charges. So there are a few articles, here. We'll get to them. I know I definitely heard that before. I wasn't sure of the exact details of it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But there are a few stories on that. I mean, that is what it is, though, man. Definitely. But you're tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God and Sandman, going in today on this Monday afternoon. If you're listening on YouTube, I need you to do me two favors. As always, go ahead and hit that like button and make sure that you share this video. All right, man. Over the weekend, actually Friday night, we had a little live show, so we didn't even get a chance to talk about on Colin Kaepernick in the NFL coming to a landmark, decision. Well, today another story came out pretty much saying that Colin Kaepernick's lawyer believes that he will be signed with the either New England Patriots or the Carolina Panthers within the next couple of weeks, right here. But Friday, once again, when we were absent doing another show, the NFL reached a settlement over the lawsuit that Colin Kaepernick had filed against 32 NFL teams. Now, in that lawsuit, Colin Kaepernick accused NFL owners of colluding to keep him out of the league after he became a free agent almost 2 years ago. Now, yeah, man, this is what we're at, today. And before I get your opinion on this, though, I want to play just to give people a clear recollection of why exactly Colin Kaepernick did what he did, because a lot of people, kind of got lost in the sauce with everything going on. So I'll play a quick 2-minute clip, and then we'll get back to this.
I mean, ultimately, it's to bring awareness and make people, realize what's really going on in this country. There are a lot of things that are going on that are unjust. People aren't being held accountable for, and that's something that needs to change. That's something that, this country stands for: freedom, liberty, justice for all, and it's not happening for all right now.
Do something that's evolved, lost in your mind, and how has this kind of progressed that you make a stand?
It's something that I've seen, I felt, wasn't quite sure how to deal with originally, and it is something that's evolved. It's something, as I've gained more knowledge about, what's going on in this country in the past, what's going on currently. These aren't new situations. This isn't new ground. It's things that have gone on in this country for years and years and have never been addressed, and they need to be.
Will you continue, Colin, to sit? And continue to sit?
Yes, I'll continue to sit. I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed. To me, this is something that has to change. And when there's significant change, and I feel like that flag represents what it's supposed to represent, and this country is representing people the way that it's supposed to, I'll stand.
Specifically, what would you like to see change in order for you to stand?
There's a lot of things that need to change. One specifically is police brutality. There's people being murdered unjustly and not being held accountable. Cops are getting paid leave.